Here we see what is the contact force. Okay, so next point we see here, that is in this example we see first the definition of contact force. What is the contact force? So contact force is nothing but, in this what happen, the force is seen to be act, or force is applied due to the through the direct contact of an objects or via one or more objects. So such force we called it is the contact force. Okay, so I again explain all with these examples. In the figure 3.1 we see the examples, that is in these examples we see how the force is applied between the car and this man. Also in the second example we see the reluctant dog and his master, so how both are applying force on one another. And also we see the third example, that is the kicking the football by a boy. So in all this example we see there is a contact, direct contact takes place between the two objects, or also there may be more than two objects will be present. In such cases what happen, if there is a force are applied or forces act on the bodies between two or more bodies, then in such cases we see that such force is called a contact force. So here also we see the definition of this contact force. The force are seen due to the act through the direct contact of the objects or via one or more objects. We see the another type of force, that is the non-contact force. We also see the examples like this. Which examples we see? That is the magnet, then this comb, and also the coconut tree. Okay, in the figure 3.2. So in the figure, in this figure we also see a force is applied between the two objects even if the two objects are not in contact. If we see this image, these both the objects are directly not in a contact, but what happen when we move these two objects too close to one another, then what happen, a force is applied between these two objects. Okay, here the force is applied by this magnet on these nails, but there is no direct contact between these two objects, but force is applied. So in such cases we say that these are not in they both objects are not in contact, but there is application of force takes place. So in such cases we say that this force is the non-contact force, means it is not necessary to have a contact, direct contact between these two objects, but there is a action of force takes place between the two objects. So here in such cases we see the these forces are non-contact force. So in next image we see which forces are the contact force and non-contact force. We also see some examples of these types of forces. So first we see the muscular force. Okay, so muscular force is an also example of the contact force. So how this is the contact force? If we see this example, in this example this man pushing this box with the help of its hand. So here what happened, the force is applied on the box with the help of muscles of these hands. So here there is a direct contact takes place between the legs and this hands and this box. So this is also example of muscular force. So here we see again what is the muscular force. Force is an the example of contact force, and how this force is applied. This force is applied to the objects with the help of our muscles. So in also in several cases this such type of force is applied, means by which activity we apply this type of forces, that is the lifting, pushing and pulling. So here also we see in which way we apply the muscular force on the objects. So here we apply this muscular force on the objects in various ways, such as a lifting of the objects by our hands. Also we see the pushing the objects. This we push these objects by applying force by our hand. Also in some cases we pull. Here we see by pulling by pulling the rope by the hands of this man. Okay, here he pull this rope and by apply the force on the this rope, and due to this bucket will be move upward direction. So here in such a way we apply the such type of muscular force in various way, that is lifting, pushing and pulling. So on the contrary, if we see the another examples, that is the examples which are seen in the figure 3.2, that is these events also we see. So in these events what happened, the forces like magnetic force, if we see this example, forces like magnetic force, then the electrostatic force which are induced in this paper, and also the third force, that is the gravitational force. Okay, so all these forces are act without contact between these objects, so such force we called, these are the examples of non-contact forces. Okay, so here we which forces are the non-contact forces, example of non-contact forces, that is the forces like magnetic force, gravitational force and electrostatic force. All these forces are act on the objects, but when act all these forces on the objects, the object will not in the contact with one another. So due to this we say that these are the examples of non contact forces. So also we see some examples for the another type of force. If we see this example, when a ball is kept on a table, here what happened, this ball is kept on this table, that is this surface. Okay, and when we push a little, means we apply the slight amount of the force on it. After pushing that, what happened, this ball moves towards and it becomes slow, and after certain period it become a slow, it gets stopped. So also we see the another example for this. A car running on a plain road travels some distance and stop after engine is switched off. So if we see the example of this car, what happened? This car is running on the road, and after traveling some distance, if we should have to stop at one place, then what happened? We stop the engine by switching off the button, okay, of this car. Then what happened? This car will be stopped at that place. So in all the both cases, what happened, this why these objects will get stopped after applying some here if we see the after applying the force on the button for the stopping the car, also the ball will be get stopped at certain place. So why this happened? So this is because of the force of the friction between the ground surface and the objects in a motion. So objects which are in a motion will get stopped due to the another type of force will be act on that moving objects. So in both the cases, what happened, which type of force is applied, or why this object get will be stopped after applying, here we apply brake or stop the engine, here the ball also gets suddenly, sorry, it gets slow stop after traveling some distance. So here what happened, there is a friction takes place. Friction means there is a some opposing factor acts on this moving objects. Then what happened, the force of friction takes place between the this moving objects and the ground surface. Okay, these are the two moving objects, and another is the surface on which they get traveled. So there is a force of friction takes place between the ground surface and the objects which are in a motion. So due to this frictional force, the objects will get stopped after applying such type of force. So in the absence of frictional force, what happened? If there is no frictional force is applied on the moving objects, then the objects will remain in a motion for a longer period up to that when we doesn't apply the frictional force on that moving object. So it is most important force for stopping the moving objects at a certain period. So here we see the another type of force, that is the frictional force. Frictional force act on the moving objects. Then what happen, after acting this induce this frictional force, the moving objects will get stopped. So here we see that this frictional force is very important in our daily life. Why? Because we see the example of this. In this example, here if we walk on the ground, then what happened, how we walk on the ground. So here while walking we push the ground behind. with our feet. Means when we walk on the ground, then what happen, which motion will be done at that place. Here, while walking, we push the surface with our feet as like this be in the behind direction. So here, while walking, we push the ground behind with our feet. And if the due to this activity, what happened, we can walk very easily on the earth surface. But if there is absence of friction, means this is the, if we see, this is the earth surface, and there is a not friction takes place between our feet and between the earth surface, then what happened, we didn't or we can't walk on this road properly, and we get slipped out in like that way. Okay, so we cannot able to walk on the road if there is absence of friction. Then we see this point in your textbook, that is, we again I again explain these points. When a ball is kept on the table and pushed a little, then what happen, it moves ahead and gets slow. This example we see by the images. Okay, and also we see the another example, that is car running on a plain road. It travels some distance and stops after traveling some distance. When we stop the engines, or when we switch it off the engine, then what happen, the car will get stopped. So why this happen, this is happen because of the force of friction takes place between the ground surface and the objects which are in a motions. So if there is no frictional force act on the moving objects, then what happen, due to absence of frictional force, the objects would remain in a motions. Objects doesn't get stopped anyway, it will be remain as it is in a motion. So the objects would have remain in a motion. So due to this, we say that frictional force is very useful in a daily life. In daily life, we see the another example, when we walk on the road. What happened? How we walk? We push the ground behind with our feet. Why this activity we do very well or very easily? Because there is a frictional takes place. Friction takes place between the earth surface and our feet, and there is a frictional force get applied on our feet again against in the direction from the earth surface. So due to which we can able to walk on the earth surface. But if there is a no frictional force act on the our feet, then what happen, in the absence of friction, we will slip and we will not able to walk. All the objects in motion have frictional force acting on them, which is acting in the direction opposite to the, how these frictional forces act, in which direction, we say that here all the objects in a motion have a frictional force, but this frictional force is acting on them, but this frictional force act in the opposite direction to the moving objects or the direction of the objects. Okay, so here we see the another type of another type of force, that is the frictional force. Okay, so here we see all the objects in motion have a frictional force, and it is acting on them in which direction, acting in the direction opposite to the direction of motion. Means if we see this example, this car moves in that direction, but frictional force act on this car, it is it in a opposite direction of that moving objects. Okay, so here you should remember that the frictional force always act in the opposite direction of the moving objects. So also we see the another examples of this, when there is a less amount of frictional forces act on the body, then what happen. So if we see these two examples, that is, when you also must have seen that one tends to sleep, means anyone can sleep over banana peel on the street. Why this happen? Because when there is a banana peel is fall on the ground, then what happen, when we walk on such type of road, and when our feet is fall on this banana peel, then what happen, the frictional force gets reduced due to this banana peel, and we slept on the road due to this banana peel, because of less amount of frictional forces applied, because there is a banana peel is present in between our feet and earth surface. So in this way, due to less amount of frictional force, we cannot easily walk on the road, and we sleep on the road. Okay, we sleep over the banana peel. So in that way, if we see this picture, if there is a frictional force get reduced due to this banana. It is slippery. The cover peel of this banana is slippery. So due to this, there is a frictional force get reduced due to this banana peel, and this boy get fall on the earth surface or ground. Also we see the another example. So in muddy surface, or if there in rainy season, what happen, our roads will get muddy like this. Okay, this road gets slippery appearance. So in that way, in such on such type of road also, there is a frictional force. Amount of this frictional force get reduced, and due to this less amount of frictional force, anyone can slip on such type of muddy road. Okay, this slip due to the mud. So both these examples occurs due to the reduced friction. Reduced friction means the frictional amount of this frictional force get reduced on the moving objects, and due to this moving objects cannot easily move on the road. It get slip, as like these examples. So here we see the another type of force, that is the frictional force. Okay, so in our textbook also these points will be reduced from your syllabus. Which points? That is the use your brain power. Also try this activity also. Whole this activity will be is get reduced. Okay, so this is not is in your syllabus. So I cross here mark this whole activity, that is use your brain power. Try this up to this. All this activity get removed from your syllabus. Also use your brain power. This point also get reduced. Okay, sorry, this question will be present in your syllabus. So here we see the which type of force. Here we see, first we see what is the force, then we see there are two types of main forces, that is the contact force and non-contact force. Okay, and we see some examples which are included in the contact force and non-contact. Which are these examples? So we see the muscular force is the example of contact force. Okay, we see the examples in the figure 3.1. These all actions are example of the contact force, and the another examples for the non-contact force, these are the gravitational force, electrostatic force and magnetic force. These are the example of non-contact force. Also we see the definition of this contact and non-contact forces. Okay, and next another force will be studied here, is also studied in this lecture, that is the frictional force, and it is most important force in our daily life. So due to this frictional force, we can stop the moving objects at certain places, or also the due to this frictional force, which is act on the moving objects in the exactly opposite direction. So due to this friction, all the moving objects can move on the earth surface very easily and properly. And also we see if there is a less amount of frictional force is applied on the moving objects, then what happened, the object cannot be run on the this road properly. We see the examples of banana peel and muddy road. Okay, so due to this less amount of frictional forces, uh, we cannot able to walk on the road. So frictional force is very important force in our day-to-day life. Okay, so today we stop here our lecture. We see the remaining part in our next lecture. Okay, so have a good day. Bye.